Hey guys, welcome back in. I'm gonna just continue some more abandoned Permadeath here. So we did make it over to a new Gex system yesterday, so go check out this distant planet a little bit, do a little bit of running around exploring. This is probably going to be kind of on a shorter stream. I only have like a couple hours to jump in here. I'm pretty sure I grabbed everything up here. Just double check myself. Yep, this stuff's all picked up. Alright. And how's our inventory? Looks like a mess, like normal. Clean a couple things up real quick. Alright, so we did expand our ship inventory, it looks like. Alright, and I have a beacon that I can use. Just throw that away. Alright. Drag this down here. Alright, let's open these up real quick, because there might be something good in here. Infinite module. Let me just install these. I just want to see what I get for breaking them down. I get jelly out of those, so yeah, let's just get all these installed. I'm not going to use them. Alright, that's going to be for our ship. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with any of these other weapons. But I will take the wire and looms. Alright. And multi-tool. Alright, so give me a little extra stuff. Actually, this refines. No, that doesn't refine. Let's just make up 2 more of these. Just to use that up. Alright, Alright, and I think we have a scorched planet. Oh, actually, what do I have for ships? I know one of these is a B class. Right, so yeah, let's just get rid of these. This other one was an A class. Alright, so that one I definitely don't want to scrap. This one, yeah, there's like nothing special about that either. Let's just get rid of that. Alright, but we did get hyperdrive modules, so oh, I have 2 of those. Oh yeah, I found the second one, that's right. It's another B class, let's get rid of that. Okay, what do these actually look like? 122, 125. Actually, that's a supercharged. Wait, 199. 170, okay. I do have some extra modules in here for something else. Okay. Actually, I don't think I'm going to bother flipping around modules. I thought about doing it, but I don't want to be doing a bunch of reloads. So, let's just see what these will give me. Okay, 187, 199. Alright, so that one can go. That one can go. Alright, so that will help us out a little bit. I'm just gonna throw that away. Alright, let's just go sell off that stuff real quick. Actually, I have like extra cadmium and stuff now, so... just throw that away. Yeah, hopefully this is a pretty good planet to run around on. I do just want to kind of just run around, do a bunch of exploration, and, you know, grab, you know, damaged machinery, stuff like that. Let's get rid of a couple of these. Alright. A little bit too much of this. Just sell that off. Alright, so there we go. Actually, let's just crack these open too, see if there's anything to get rid of. So I have a couple things that probably went in my ship. I know I am keeping some of this stuff. Alright, so that Aronium did, so... oh, you got another iridescite. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I don't have to worry about building bases or anything, so I don't have to really pay attention to, like, gold and silver and platinum, anything like that, so... Alright. We'll head down. I believe it was a scorched planet. I still don't have hot protection, but I don't think it was an extreme planet. Alright, it's not going to be that one, though. Oh, and I already brought in the anomaly. Alright, it's not that one. Oh, I think there's a little moon over here. I think that was our planet. No, that's overgrown. Alright, so our planet must be over here somewhere. That one. Oh, it's arid. Okay. Oh, and it is activated. I didn't think it was. We'll take a run down. It can't be any worse than the one we were just on. Well, the one we were just on, it was a lush, but the storms were just relentless. Like, never-ending storms. See if I can make up some batteries too at some point. Alright. Yeah, we're not staying here. Nope. Not today. We'll find a new system. Yeah, way too hilly and hot, so we can find something better. What I want to find is something that's, let's just jump right here. Something that I have protection for, so either toxic or frozen would work the best for me. As long as we can get one of those. The other ones wouldn't be too bad as long as they're not extreme. So, I don't want to be constantly just eating through batteries. Okay, Fulman planet, that won't work for us because glitch planets with dissidents, they don't have camps or ships, so we'll just hit the space station real quick. So we can run in there and grab our suit slot and get the free stuff. Yeah, I'm just looking for a good planet that I can just run around for like 6 hours on or whatever. So I can only get on for, you know, like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that today. But I want to try to get back on tonight to do some more running around. And I'm constantly getting multi-tool upgrades. I got another ship one. What's this one? Alright. We'll buy our tech slot. And just check this back room in case there is something. Get a shield repair. And make sure I check the other side so I can grab nanites there. Take a quick peek in here, see if there's anything I might need. Actually, how is my copper? Alright, I'm good. Check this back room. Sure, there's like running into things. Alright, got a shield repair there. Nothing to see there. I'm not going to bother bringing in the anomaly, but typically I'd bring in the anomaly and get that backpack slot, but I just want to get to the next system. Because my inventory is almost maxed out now, so it won't take long to fill that up. I think I need like 15 slots or something. I'll be totally done. We're going to continue towards the core. Fly out here as far as we can and then back up when we run out of warp. Those upgrades actually did help quite a bit. Let's see if we can hit one of these. I'm trying to stay with Viking for the extra nanites. There is a Gek there though. Alright, let's go check out this Gek system. It's going to be a purple system, so there's probably a massive planet. So I might not be able to find my distant planet right away. But I might have life forms here too. Notice that a couple times with purple systems. They seem to have a higher rate of wildlife. Incandescent. Dead planets won't have ships or camps, so this will be another system that probably is no good. One of these other planets are dissident. Alright, so that's not good. That looks like a frozen. Oh, it's an empty planet. I don't know if you can get dissident, more than one dissident planet in that system or not, but I don't recall ever seeing it. Gonna be 2 in a row that are garbage for us. Yeah, it's too bad that first system was so bad. I wanted to run down and check it out before I logged off last night, but I just ran out of time. Let's grab these. Scanner module. Junk. Data. Alright, so our tech is almost done. Looks like we only have 10 slots left to unlock. Nothing back here. I'm not even going to bother with the other side, I just want to get to the next system. Hope we find a system we can actually use. Yeah, my warp fuel's probably getting kind of low too. 39%, so a couple more jumps than us. Alright, this is a Corvax. The blue system again. Oh, actually, yeah, this one's a blue system, not purple. So we're gonna have a abandoned, and again another activated one. What else do we have? So we'll probably check that out, just to see what type of storms we're talking about. Because it might be one that just has gravity storms on it, so it wouldn't be too bad. But if it's like the non-stop heat storms, then it can get pretty annoying. And this is a Corvax station, so minor settlements, there's a 50% chance they have a multi-tool if I do run into them. Yeah, Gex systems, there's 0 chance, so that's why I try to avoid those systems. Another one of those. Alright, got a hypercore, at least I got something good out of here. Alright, let's grab that one. And nothing back here. Yeah, I'm not sure percentage-wise what you can get for nanite machines in the back room. It's probably pretty low. It's probably like 3% or 5%, something like that. You don't see them very often. Sometimes, okay. Remembrance station. I always go all the way around just to see if there is something. Nothing here. They're more they seem to be more common in those rooms, though. So if you see a remembrance station, it's worth kind of looking through the whole thing. Quick trip down here. Storm's still going on. I'm hoping it's just going to be gravity storms. That would be nice. just land here. Pretty sure it's just gravity. Yeah, it looks like it's just gravity storms. Dude, that won't be too bad. I just have to be a little more careful with my jetpack. All right. Start looting stuff. Yeah, I might get a combination of storms here too, so I don't want to get too careful until too careless. Alright, and I'm gonna continue to pick up stuff like slime and any other, you know, nanite type stuff I can find. Can't pick that up. Alright. Sometimes you have to angle your camera just right to pick up stuff. I'll run around here for a little bit, and if I like this planet, then I'll scan for a sentinel pillar. Of course, I won't be able to break that. Try to interact with this over here so I don't get whipped. We're gonna have what, 8390. That'll send me to something that I'm not gonna visit. Around, look for damaged machinery, buried caches, all that type of stuff. And doesn't look like there's much of anything here. Got that harmonic scrap. I thought there were two of them here. Ooh. Alright, where's our buried scrap? Buried cache, rather. They really want me to upgrade my multi-tool that I can't upgrade. Alright, so this planet doesn't seem to actually have all that much. Maybe this is just the area I'm in. Alright, what do these guys have? Both mirrors, so it's going to avoid them. Alright, another buried cache. I think I probably will end up shutting down the sentinels here. Especially if I can actually start getting good stuff to drop. this one. So there is actually quite a bit of just buried caches. It seems pretty easy to navigate around here too. I'm not constantly bumping into things. Should be getting in some scans too when I do this. Just I don't want to get too far away from my ship right now. I'm waiting for a storm to come in to see what it's like. Alright, got an exosuit. I'm gonna actually head back towards my ship. We do have curious deposits here too. Now, where's my ship? Alright. Head back in that direction. See if there's any stuff I can pick up along the way. Scanning stuff. Oh, and I got a new scanner module. Oh, actually, this anomaly will probably help us out. You just don't want to overdo it on your jetpack. Always make sure you keep a little bit of a charge. Don't go up super high either. Or you can actually get forced into space, start taking damage. Alright, so I'll jump in here. Let's take a look at all the crap I just picked up. I know I did pick up a bunch of junk, like, let's see what this will give us. Alright, mineral and flora, so 6,000, 7,000. Alright, so we're just going to get rid of that one. That will help us out more. There's no fauna to really scan, so... do I have like another scanner here? Oh, I have that X class. Alright. I'm just gonna start keeping these freaking things in here because I'm getting way too many of those. Yeah, I just got, what, 2 more of them while I was out there. Pretty sure I had 10 when I started. Alright, actually, don't I get ferrite out of that? Oh, pure ferrite. Stop. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought I had a whole thing of pure ferrite. Let's let that burn off, I guess. Get that filled. That I don't need. That I don't need. These stupid things. I thought I was gonna have more trouble finding those than I do. The whole thing here. Alright, Exosuit. I just want to try to keep like these upgrades up here so that I know what I'm carrying around. This is all extra stuff that I need to burn off. Actually, I think I'm going to get enough stuff together so that I can pick up 6 ships. So I do need to get a couple more mirrors. Yeah, I'd like to try to partition this stuff out. Oh, I've got my mirrors right here. Yeah, that way I know I have enough stuff to pick up 6 ships. The rest of it I can just burn off when I get back to my base. I'm just going to throw these away. Alright, let's get back to pulling this out. And send that through. And get that going. Alright, and jump out, make a quick save. I don't think I really saw much of anything else around here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a sentinel chart. Now I want to make sure the pillars on this planet, so I always do it from outside of my ship after I do a save. Alright, and it looks like it's going to be on this planet, but just to make sure. See, it's off planet, so I'm going to do a reload. And when I try it this time, hopefully it'll be on this planet. That way I don't waste the maps. Because otherwise, I'm going to fly over there, then come back here, do a scan again. It's probably going to send me to the same friggin' pillar again. So instead of wasting the map, I do a reload. They should make it so it only targets the planet you're standing on. I don't know why. Sometimes they don't. I'll get loaded back in here. Hopefully sometime. Alright. Storm coming in. Try that again. If it does it again, then I'm going to do a reload again and go fly to a different part of the planet. Hopefully it'll pick it up. But it looks like it's going to be that same exact pillar. I'll just reload again. I don't want to waste these maps. They're actually pretty hard to find sometimes. Now that I'll get them out of the buried caches, though. But I've only gotten, what, maybe like 15 of them total this whole run. So, I've been digging up a lot of buried caches. Yeah, so I'll ignore the pillar for now, but I do want to find one on this planet. Yeah, there will be one somewhere. So we're just going to take off from here. Let's look for a camp. I'll start running around doing some of that stuff. Alright, so where's our camp? At least I don't have those floating islands to worry about anymore, too. Where's our camp? Yeah, they're normally not too far away from where you scan. You want to kind of look around a little bit, though. Okay, let's just stay. Yeah, if I'm like less than a minute away from a point of interest, I do try to kind of slow down and scan around a little bit. Just for, you know, other buildings. Alright, that's just a regular beacon. Okay. I have a feeling I can probably get a lot of stuff on this planet. A lot of mirrors. Just another one of those. just get down to our camp and see what we have. I just do it like I always do. I'll toss down a beacon. I have to do this first because I will take off and forget to do this. Start moving all this. Looks like we have pistols here. Alright, we got a tech. Alright. Go get things unlocked. Wow, that's a weird puzzle. Okay, so we're gonna have, what's that? It's 16, 5, 11. Right hand, what's our multi-tool? Alright, B class. I'm just gonna decline it. Take a quick peek around here. Curious deposits over there. Yeah, there's like a lot of shards here. Shards and resonators. Not much damaged machinery though. Alright, there's our ship. Let's go take a look at that ship. Alright, a B class. I think I will probably take this. What do I have for money though? Alright, I'm at 400. You know, we're skip it for now. I want the nanites more, so try and grab that. And abandon that. Yeah, at least I don't have to worry about running back to my ship every time I get out of my ship on this planet. Yeah, there's like not very much damaged machinery. Alright, get a buried cache. Head over that way and see if there's anything else around. I'll grab the word. The game really wants me to upgrade that. I think I will grab some of these building parts too. I think eventually you can start getting nanites out of these when you have all the building parts unlocked. Another one over here. Yeah, you can get nanites. Alright, you can get them anytime. It's like, I thought you had to have them all unlocked. Grab another word. Right, you have a building over there. We'll head over that way. Yeah, I wish they would give the buried caches a different icon. Alright, well, what do we have down here? Oh, okay. There's the minor settlement. Got my nanites. Now there's a chance I'll find a multi-tool here. It's only a 50% chance, so might not be anything in here. I'll make sure to hit this beacon so I get a navigation data and bring my ship right over. That way I don't have to run all the way back. About the only thing I'm good for in this mode. Alright. Grab this stuff up. Alright, and we do have a multi-tool. B class. I'm just going to skip it, I don't need it. And check our inventory. Crack that open. Alright, so there's really not much in here. Let's grab that out. We're just going to, I'm just going to throw that stuff away. Burn that off. Send that through. With my other, I did have a multi-tool upgrade in here somewhere. Put that there. I wonder who. Yeah, it was close enough that I put it in my ship. No idea what I got out of that. Can I test that? Yeah, just sell off some of this other stuff. Just rip this stuff out of here. Yeah, it's a bad thing in this mode. You kind of need to keep on top of your inventory with it. It is really easy to get behind, especially when you're getting, you know, stuff that you don't need. The game keeps giving it to you. Oh, and actually, I do want to make up a few batteries too, just to replenish. Actually, I might just find a cave for that. Grab a little bit of cobalt. Alright, let's get that going. Send that through. Sell off a few things. Alright, sell off some of this junk. Let's see, I can go. Throw that away. That. Oh yeah, I should take a look at that too. Just throw that away. Alright, got a mining beam. Junk. Alright. Kind of look around this area. I don't really want to deal with eggs. I'll grab them anyway. Alright, why is that hitting weird? Yeah, I try to only grab like 2 eggs in each nest. And kind of make things a little bit easier. Kind of avoid those guys. See if I can grab this one. There's another one here. Nope. These guys want to just camp here. Grab 2 of those. I think over here is the only ones that are left. Oh no, there's still another one over there. Got that one. I think there's actually 2 of them here. Yes, there are. Alright. Pretty sure that's all of them. Start piling out. Get these out first. Start piling these in. I'll be glad when I get all these nanites put together. I still need like another like 80,000 or something. Yeah, okay, I need 250. So yeah, I still need what 97,000. So it'll take a little while. I just don't want to be doing curious deposits constantly. Just kind of break things up a little bit. I've got another unknown building over there. Right, grab that buried cache. Yeah, these sentinels are pretty attentive. Yeah, this is how I find a lot of graves, just, you know, roaming off in a general direction, you know. Yeah, there's actually not a lot of stuff to scan here. That's different. I wish I could do like an instant scan thing. It would really speed up some of this. Can't do that on console though. Got all these freaking markers and I don't need anything. Creek. Alright. I guess we'll just head back. Okay, I don't want to start picking up a bunch of radiant shards and stuff yet. I'll do that when I turn the sentinels off. I'll have so many shards and mirrors by then. That tree's different. Yeah, there's all this stuff, but you can't scan it for anything. And there was another building over there. Let's see what that is. Let's just grab some of these. Oh, that's that other crab. I thought there was a shard over here. Yeah, way behind everything else. Oh, that's a rock. Alright, we have buildings floating in the sky. Another minor settlement. Many of these rocks scanned. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that damaged machinery. Alright. Right, let's get this filled up. Yeah, that's where you have to be careful because the storm slams you down. You want to be able to move out of the way. Cut these guys off. That should be most of them. I think there's still a couple. Oh, maybe not. Alright, so we're going to call our ship in. Alright, we do have another multi-tool. Another B class. Alright, let's burn these eggs off. I wish you could just keep feeding the eggs and then take them out all at once. No, it takes a while to get the nanites together, but just throw that away. Grab these. storm's going on, just take a scan around, see if there's anything. There's like not much stuff here. Or wait, what was that? I think we'll just head back to our camp. Do another scan. There it is. Seems like I always have to, you know, go around like 270 degrees to find the location I'm looking for whenever I take off of my ship. It's never like in front of me or a little to the left or a little to the right, you know. It's always behind me somewhere. Check out this one. What do we have? The C class. The classes are just getting worse and worse. Probably should have grabbed that B class now. Let's grab that Pugnium. And we do have a little bit of a cave system here, so hopefully scan a couple things down here. There's not much. Cave marrow. And these are all the same. Nothing back here. Alright. Grab a little bit of this cobalt. And that's gold. Grab that gold anyway. Alright, and make up some batteries. And I'm just gonna throw that away. Oh, and we're gonna want to abandon that. Alright, see what else is around us. We've got a buried cache over there. Grab that. Get another sentinel chart. Actually, I should scan for one of those when I go to leave here. We'll see what that resonator is. See, like, there's no pirate systems in this mode, so typically what you can do is you can find a dissident pirate system and be able to shoot all these resonators from your ship, which can be, nice, a nice way just to get a bunch of them. Alright, I do have a spider here, so I do want to be careful. It's just a mirror anyway. So I'll leave them alone for now. I've actually seen a couple of those spiders here, so I might be able to get a bunch of those hearts out of them. Probably. Grab a couple of these shards. Let's have another grab. Now, there's not all that much stuff here. For, like buried stuff. I was hoping there'd be more of it. Again, I'm still looking for a heat module and a radioactive module. Like 50 hours into this playthrough and I haven't seen either one yet. I'm just getting to the point that I just start throwing stuff on the ground. I don't need money for anything, so we'll see what this resonator has. Oh, actually, we got a cache here too. Resonator in this area too, I can hear them. I wish these things would just open on their own. Got more nanites. I'm going through this stuff kind of quick. I'm gonna be jumping off very soon. Alright, let's grab that buried cache. More. Oh, good. Couple. Is there another one here? Another one? Yeah, sometimes they'll do this. You'll end up with, like, I've gotten like 4 or 5 salvage data together before. One location. It's always kind of nice. Alright, we got a damaged machine already. Finally. Way down underground somewhere. Might be down in water or something too. Come on, pick it up. going to be buried in bedrock, isn't it? It's like a, what, like an 8-year-old bug now? And he still hasn't fixed buried tech getting buried in bedrock. I mean, I know there's some limitations, but come on, you know? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, that's a damage machine learning. Not much around here. We'll grab this. Oh, another one up there. Grab a couple words too. This is way more enjoyable than that last planet. Alright, got our radiation. We're making progress. Let's get that installed. So, just need one for heat now. How far away is our ship? 100. Go over towards this one because there may be a damaged machinery over here with it. Gonna be a memory stone too. Yeah, these storms are great for just getting around quickly. Alright, some nanites out of that. Yeah, those are nice because they show up at nighttime really well. So you can get that stuff together really quickly. Let's see what this resonator has. Plants or something else. I say that almost looks like a sentinel pillar over in the distance. Not a big ruin. This guy's good on him. Another mirror. I've only checked a few of these guys. They've all had mirrors on them. Let's grab that buried cache. Could run into a building soon too. I haven't seen one in a while. Alright, they're gonna have a attack here too. Get those open. The nanites. We'll get down here and then probably just call on our ship. I want to see if I can get a sentinel pillar though. There's a lot of just materials I want to farm up here. Got a memory stone over here too. They like to put gravitino balls right next to things you interact with, so sometimes you do have to kind of slow down. Make sure you're selecting the right thing. Last thing you want is a bunch of unexpected sentinels to be flying around you. Right here. How far away are we? Oh, that's not that bad. Let's just run back. Continue to grab like shards and stuff when I see them. Sometimes you don't know if some of these little shrubs are scannable or not. Alright. So, let's see what's wrapped up out there. I can go on my ship. This stuff cleaned up a little. Alright, so I'm gonna end up burning off all this stuff down here. Pulling them right down here. Yeah, you get a, what is it, 150 for each stack of these, so that's another 1,000 nanites there. And these are 230 a piece for nanites, so quite a bit there. Another, you know, like 3,000 nanites, something like that down here. Jump out, make a save. I'm going to attempt to find another sentinel pillar. Hopefully it'll send me to one on this planet. I think that's on this planet. Alright, we got our pillar. It's actually good timing because I've got to jump out. I was actually supposed to jump out about 4 minutes ago, so get down here and get this thing marked. Check the multi-tool real quick, and then we'll probably just load it right back in here next time. And we can just shut down sentinels and just run around and farm a ton of materials, and maybe try our hands at a few different ships and camps and all that good stuff. And he'll be able to run around a little bit later on, so I'm just going to make sure I mark this. I always do a red beacon for it. That's just how I mark things, so. And I'm not going to bother shutting anything down, I just want to see what the weapon is. Alright, so we got a really crappy C-class. I'm just going to hit log off. And I always try to do a quick scan around. I try to scan as often as possible. Especially like right now, I'm mainly looking for graves. I'm looking for other stuff, like graves are like the big difficult thing to try to find. So I always try to scan as often as I can when I do that. But I think that's gonna do it for me. Let me just grab this beacon. So next stream we'll just log in and get our sentinel shut down and just run around and, raise havoc and find some camps and some ships. Alright guys, I appreciate you guys taking the time to check this out, and I know it's a short one, but it's a very short day too, so alright guys, I will see you next time. I appreciate it, and I'll see you then. Alright, take care.